Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator. And in this video, we're going to talk about that earthquake that happened over in Turkey and, not the destruction of all the buildings and everything that we've seen, but we're going to talk about what, it actually did to Earth. And it opened a 190-mile long fissure. The satellite images show it. And Citizen Free Press said a massive new fault line in Turkey. This video, I'll show you some pictures of it or something. It's really incredible. And right here, they say that the Earth ripped apart 100 feet deep and 650 feet wide. Locals say they heard the sound of a loud explosion before the earthquake. So, yeah, this was very, very powerful. This video is intense here. This one here, you can see the crack going across. I don't want to play the whole video, but this shows where you're like, wow, there's clearly a line, where you can see where the earth was jolted, moved apart, a little bit more here, a little bit more here, a little more damage that is, and you get some areas like this, was a little more intense, and we'll just, randomly go through this, look at some randomness as they go down the fault line, but just for time, and right here, okay, people had to end up driving around it, so some of the roads were cracked, but yeah, the earth can split apart. The earthquakes, the earth rises, it can split apart. It does whatever the forces make it do. But this video, this is intense. We can just even look at the pictures if we just move forward here a little bit. I mean, look at that opening. Okay, it's all open here. It's just all falling apart. It looks like it even fell in from up here a little bit, maybe. I mean, this video. Go to Citizens Free Press and just watch it. This is just how the earth just ripped apart. That's it's all different. Down 190 miles worth of this. That's incredible power. Obviously, I mean, we all know the death and the destruction that happened from this event, and I mean, look at that. The earth was just ripped. That is just such incredible power. Obviously, just all the way down. Maybe we'll take a little bit of this video right here, but that is just true devastation. Doesn't even look as intense as we missed some of the good part. Now that's pretty intense. Look at that right there.
Bak. Aynen.
I don't know what that is. Oh, and then it goes into that other video we saw, which is much more minor. That looks like, yeah, okay, that's cute. This is beyond cute. This is devastating, and this is 190 miles long, and it is just the power of the earth ripping apart in an earthquake. Right? Sometimes they rip apart. Sometimes, if you drive into Arches National Park in Moab, right across the street, on the side that you drive into, and then you climb up a hill. If you just look across the street, that rock face was from an earthquake. That was at ground level, and in an earthquake, it moved up. It's like 100 or 1,000 feet above the road now, and that was an earthquake where it just moved up. So every earthquake is different, and this is just the absolute power of it. I mean, we're all familiar with after earthquakes of pictures, like this, and even worse that happened in Turkey. Here's some more images in this video here. Everybody is familiar with when buildings come down. It's it's a very common sight, but what people aren't as familiar with is images like this of 190 miles of the earth just moving apart. That is just incredible. And here is the USGS, the U.S. Geological Survey. They say that this right here is 48 of the 128 earthquakes in the map area. And it only lists earthquakes shown on the map right here. It lists and then it tells you where they happened and how deep and whatnot. But yeah, this is just some of the earthquakes that have happened in the area. Right, we all saw. The stories over there are just very, very sad. And the loss of life is just very, very sad. But this right here, from the environmental educator Earth standpoint, is just an incredible display of Earth's just sheer power. It's these were together. Okay, these were together. That's in what a minute or two, it all changed. Yeah, and right here, space.com says it killed over 20,000 people, and that was 3 days ago. And today's February 13th, so that was 3 days ago. So the likelihood is that that number has gotten larger. Okay, so COMET is the Center for Observation and Modeling of Earthquakes, Volcanoes, and Tectonics. And Professor Tim Wright, who leads the COMET team, told Space in an email, such ruptures appear commonly after powerful earthquakes. These two fissures, however, are unusually long, a testament to the enormous amount of energy the earthquakes unleashed. The bigger the earthquake, the bigger the fault, and the more it slips, Wright wrote. This earthquake fault is one of the longest on record on the continents. Also very unusual large to have two such large earthquakes happening within a few hours of each other. So just never forget the power of this planet. And things can change rapidly. And the west coast of the United States, it's not just the San Andreas Fault, but it's the Juan del Fuca up there in the Pacific Northwest, off mostly, primarily um, Washington and Oregon, into BC, down into California. But experts say that its time is here for it to go, and when it goes, it will be an earthquake like this, and it will be in very populated areas, and America can be experiencing this catastrophe. So the power of Earth. Stay tuned, people.